Hello, Julie. How are you?
Hi, Marie. I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Could you tell me something about yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Julie Verraes. I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Belgium, but I moved last year in June to London to work here at an investment banking firm called Blair. Um, I studied in Ghent University. I studied there a master in applied economics. But after graduating, I was not really satisfied and ready to go for work, so I decided to do another master in the UK, in London, at Cranfield's Business School. So there I studied Master in Financial Management, and after that I actually went back to Belgium, worked 2 years at Deloitte Corporate Finance, but then decided to head back to London. And yeah, now I'm employed here at William Blair doing M&A.
Okay, and why did you choose to work abroad?
Well, once you study here, it kind of, yeah, when you once you're used to like a big city, it's hard to go back to Belgium and
Because
you
it's
feel
smaller.
really small, cramped. So yeah, that was the first thing that comes to mind why I wanted to go back to London.
Okay, and to refer to Hofstede's dimensions, how is it about masculinity and the femininity at your work?
Well, to be honest, I'm one of four girls on the floor, and we're a 40 to 45 employee department. So I would say the balance, it's not fairly balanced, but then again, the finance world is also primarily a male world. So happy to be a part of it as a woman. But I think compared to other firms, we have a high level of females across all levels. So we have one female managing director. We have two VPs and two associates, female associates. So I would say it's a good balance.
Yeah, okay, and how about the power distance, like between you and your boss?
Well, William Blair is an American firm, and what I found really interesting is that the corporate culture here is very warm, very encouraging. We have an open door policy. So my MD, the big boss of the European office, is just next door. So if I have a question, I can just walk in. We do a lot of projects which involve work going to the partner or VP directly. So it's not a typical hierarchic structure where you're like limited to the person above you.
Yeah, okay. And did you adapt yourself while working at William Blair?
Well, joining a large corporate organizations compared to Belgium, not that Deloitte is small, but the means of working are totally different. It's way more organized. It's like a fixed structure. So I learned a lot. Even I would say in after 3 or 4 months after joining William Blair, I learned already more than my 2 years at Deloitte. So it's really interesting. Also, we have 25 different nationalities here on the floor. So we learn from different angles.
Yeah, and do you get along with all of your partners you work with?
Colleagues? Yeah, for sure. Chasing the same dream, the same career. So people are working hard, and as I said before, we're working long hours. So then it's kind of important that you get along with people, and yeah, it's a great dynamic. We have 15 analysts about at the same age, from 23 to 28, and it's all great people to work with.
Yeah, and do you still have contact with your friends here in Belgium, or does it fade a little bit?
No, I would say it doesn't fade. It's more like we're out of touch and then we connect again, and then the contact is as good as it was before. Of course, I cannot go anymore for drinks every day after work, but I have a lot of friends and family visiting me here in London, so I cannot complain.
Okay, and do you want to stay in London, or do you want to go back to Belgium or another country?
Well, it's fairly soon to say for me. I just moved here in June last year. We're almost 1 year further. I'm definitely not satisfied yet, so I'm going to stay here at least another 2, 3 years, and then maybe see if I want to go back or if I want to move to another capital. So yeah.
Okay, and did you adapt yourself to the life in London, or did it go easy for you to live there?
It's fairly easy. I think it's interesting because we have a lot of different styles here. People dress way more outspoken. Yeah, it's very interesting, and I think it's mind broadening when you live in a big capital like London.
Yeah. And why didn't you choose to work, like, for example, in New York or like to China or I don't know?
I think what triggered me to go back to London is because I studied here, and I think I was interested to see how the study life would be different compared to like professional life working here. And it is difficult and different, so
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
interesting.
And does the work life has fits like working long hours?
Well, I would lie if I say it wasn't so. All of us work very long hours, but we kind of know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah.
So you kind of accepted that you don't.
Yeah. And do you have a lot of quality time between your work, or is it just the mindset on your work?
Well, it's just we get our work. We're happy to plan our day, respecting our deadlines. So if you want to grab lunch outside, see a friend in the evening, that's all fine. You just need to make sure that you manage your time well and that things get done.
Yeah. Okay. And so you said you would like to be a couple of years in London. But do you like to the function do you have now? Do you like it, or would you do something completely different?
Well, at this moment, I'm very happy where I am. I think investment banking, M&A in general, is a very good career. I wouldn't say the work that we're doing is something you can keep doing like until you're 40 or 50, but I'm quite interesting to maybe move towards the private equity side where you're more involved in the corporations and you're trying to steer a company to do better, improve it. So you're more attached to business instead of just selling it or advising a buyer.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for cooperation. I don't know, is there anything you would like to share with me about the life and the work life and give me some advice? Because I would like to work also or study abroad.
Well, why don't you give me a call when you're in London and then I can show you all the beautiful things it has to offer.
Okay, that's perfect. I will do that. Thank you for
Okay.
cooperation.
Thank you very much.
Bye,
Bye.
Julie. Bye.
Bye.